Imagine moving to a different country where everything is different and not familiar the way you're used to it. In this video, I'm going to share with you my culture shocks navigating different countries. And so far, I have been in Dubai for 2 years. And again, right now I'm living in China. So this is my first year in China. My nationality is Kenyan. I have been in Kenya all my life since birth. Yeah, so I'm just gonna share the whole dynamic between shifting from Kenya to Dubai, and then Dubai right now I'm studying living in China. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, this is your girl Vivian Yamwanda. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to turn on your post notification button so that whenever I post a video, you get notified. Let's subscribe, guys. And I have so many subscribers but with less views. I think it's because, people haven't turned on the notification bells. So you don't get notified whenever I post. I upload once every week. You're gonna get a video. Be damn sure. I have experienced a lot as a African black woman living in China, from the locals wanting to touch your hair, the different languages and everything. If you are in another country, please comment down below. Let's know what are your culture shocks. Please, let's engage. Also, if you haven't moved from your country that you're in right now, I said I'm Kenyan. Let me know if the things that I'm saying are culture shock to you or not. Yeah, so let's engage in the comment section. So, what is culture shock? Culture shock is personal disorientation that occurs when a person moves to a cultural environment different from one's own. It is also the experience of unfamiliar way of life due to immigration or a visit to a new country. Okay, my first culture shock on both countries, that is Dubai, the UAE, and China, is language barrier. Okay, I said I left Kenya and then I went to Dubai. I lived there for 2 years. So when I got into the country, of course, I knew like there were Arabs and they speak Arabic, but there are also a lot of expats in the country. There's so many foreigners in the country. Actually, the majority of the population in the UAE is the expats. Okay, so there it's Arabic and English. They're all balancing together. And then after 2 years, I moved to China, and from the airport to whatever place you're going, it's purely Mandarin. If you can't speak Mandarin, it's a whole struggle. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a whole struggle. Yeah, but still there's so many apps of translation and everything that you can use to navigate your way around, because as much as there's language barrier of Mandarin, foreigners, and even the foreigners, some of them don't speak the English that you know, because me, I came here speaking English, Swahili, and my local language, my local tribal language. Yeah, so someone is gonna be speaking French and you're speaking English. So because them, they only know French the same way you only know English, depending on which country colonized their country. Yeah, so it's just a whole language barrier with you and other foreigners at the same time with you and the Chinese, because Chinese, they just speak Chinese, and if they speak English, it's the one they were taught in school. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot for me. It's been a struggle. And if you watch my videos, my vlogs, I normally do study Mandarin, because I'm planning to be done with the exam aspect of it, at the same time be able to communicate with the locals, because that's very important. It will help you in terms of job search, um communicating with the locals, just being able to express yourself when you want to buy something. Right. The next thing is beauty standards and comments on your appearance. All right. I come from Africa. Once you are curvaceous in Africa, you have a whole nice skin tone, me loving my dark skin and everything. And then you move to China. Wow, that's why you're gonna be shocked, because the um cultural beauty standard of China is you being very fair, extremely fair. Like, as much as they're still very fair, they still do skin lightening, they do skin bleaching and all that. And you're supposed to be very skinny, like very, very skinny. That, in Africa, if you have your bones all out and you don't have behind, yeah, that's not considered to be a beauty standard. But now here, you being extremely slim, I'm talking of extremely slim and very, very fair. That is the beauty standard. Also, there's the thing of commenting on your looks and your appearance. In Africa and other Western parts of the world, it's considered very, very offensive. Like, you can't be telling someone, why are you looking so plump? Why are you so thin? Why is your nose outside? Why? Yeah, but here it's just cultural and it's normal. It's really not offensive at all. So navigating through that, it's hard. In terms of Dubai, there's not much of that because if you're gonna deal with the foreigners, also the expats in the country, it's just gonna be the same thing as the west side. So that's it. But with the Arabs, they don't really major so much on the looks. The next thing that I'm gonna talk about is a staring curiosity. In Dubai, there's nothing like that. In China, once you get here, most especially to the local cities, the local provinces, the media doesn't portray black people, to be precise, because I'm talking on the experience of a black woman. So once they see you out there, they're just so curious. They want to see. Some people will be recording you like, you know, in this proximity. Your face is here. It can be so uncomfortable. And for them, they're just curious, and because you're the first black person they're seeing. Just compare it to, let's say Kenya, and some kids are playing around and they see white people. Not now, like back in the days, and they just want to talk about it. Hey, mzungu. Mzungu is white person in Swahili. Yeah, so they just want to be looking at you and everything. But now here, in terms of technology, it's so fast. Instead of them just shouting, some will do that, but some will just start recording. Yeah, because at least they want to say, um, I met a black person, I met a foreigner. They don't even know if you're African, if you're American or anything, just gonna be calling you Wagoren. Wagoren in Shema is foreigner, so they're just gonna be calling you foreigner, foreigner. Yeah, so that's how it is. It can be very, very offensive. Some of them take it on a good note. The older people will just be shocked and looking at you funnily. The younger people, because they've been curious and they've been watching other movies, yeah, so they're like, okay, now I can see person one on one. Also, China is very big, so most of the people, they travel within their country, not outside their country. So when you think about your dream destination country, you're gonna be thinking about, let me go to Italy, let me go to France. In China, it's super big, so they just move around, moving to Taiwan, Sanya, yeah, all around here. Another one is gonna be dating and relationships. In Africa right now, people have normalized interracial dating, but here in China, it's gonna be very rare. I know of a few African ladies who are dating Chinese. Actually, some of them are married, but it's just a thing of maybe for the past 5 years. It's not like it was happening back then. Yeah, so because of the beauty standards, again, for a Chinese man to find you attractive, you're not gonna be having a whole bam bam. So even if they choose you as their girlfriend, you have to fit into the category of their, beauty standard ladies, very slim and everything. Some of them choose the light skinned ladies from Africa, but if they choose you as dark, still you have to be yeah, slim. Please, if you know anyone that's, kind of big size, big, my side, most especially I'm Luo, my tribal side, want you big, it's a whole compliment and everything. So if you know someone who is like big, I'm saying that in the best way possible, please let me know. But so far, all the black ladies that I see, all the African ladies that I see dating Chinese are very, into the Chinese standard of beauty. Okay, work and professionalism. Like I said, the reason why I'm studying for my Mandarin classes is because even for work and any kind of profession, they're gonna be asking you if you can speak a little bit of Mandarin, of Chinese language. So if you can't, they might not consider you for the job. While in Dubai, of course, I was working there, and the language I could speak, the international language I could speak is English. So the navigation there is okay. Though even in Dubai, some jobs might want you to speak Arabic. Once you speak Arabic, it's a plus, like a big, big plus. Most especially if you're gonna be working directly with the locals. Another one is gonna be food. Okay, I come from Kenya, and most of Kenyan foods are Arabic, like chapati, biryani, we talk of mahamri, chicken curry, all these meals are Arabic, okay? The Arabic cuisines. Now, me moving from Kenya to Dubai, it was an easy navigation because most especially the local, I'm not the fan of cooking a lot. So me buying food from restaurants is going to be Pakistani restaurants, Indian restaurants, finds it very, very easy. And also if you're going to go to an Arabic, a local restaurant, by local, I mean Arabs, the Arabs in Dubai, their restaurants, it's easy to get your food and everything. Now I came to China. Chinese cuisines are so different. Yeah. Navigating to be able to just adjust to food was a whole lot for me. It still is. I know I've been here for like 1.5 years, somewhat there. Yeah, but it still is a whole, you know, yeah, the noodles are very different. It's not gonna be the normal Indomie. It's not the normal Indomie. Yeah, it's just different kind of noodles. Yeah, very, very different. Also different kinds of meat, and the kind of, even the way they're going to be doing the stir fry is very different. The rice is eaten a lot. I do not eat rice like that. It's here everything comes with rice, like if possible even that noodles will come with rice. I'm not playing about that. Okay, another one is personal hygiene and personal space. Chinese people generally don't have personal space. It's just people packed. I think it's because of them being crowded. Yeah, because once you take their public transportation, you see how many people there are, and yeah, it's just too packed, so they don't have personal space that much. Uh, One thing that annoys me is spitting out loud and clearing your throat. Mm, oh my God. Like, grung, 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 grung. Right here, like you would be here, we're having a meeting, and they'll just be doing it here. For them, it's not seen as rude or being, ill-mannered. Yeah, but that is something that shocked me. Yeah, in I think it's because of smoking, probably. The smoking culture here is too much too. Yeah, I know people smoke cigarettes in their countries and other smoking things, but the smoking culture that's here, ladies smoking, okay, I think I should have noted that as another point. But let's just talk about it because now we're talking about the spitting. Yeah, just ladies smoking casually. In Africa, that's a big deal. Even in Dubai, that's a big deal. Because first of all, Dubai and all religion and stuff, a lady is supposed to be like this. A lot of stereotypes of how ladies are supposed to be in Dubai. That's just a whole topic. But in Africa, it's just like, why are you smoking like that? Even as a man, you know. And if you're smoking, you're not just gonna be smoking in here, like in the room. eh, We are having our normal day, and you're smoking in here. No, like you'd be excusing yourself. You go, you smoke outside, then you come back in. In China, it's totally different, and people are gonna be smoking everywhere. In fact, taxi, the first, the first thing. Okay, when I moved from Kenya to when I moved to Dubai, the first thing that hit me, because I went there in summer. Okay, the first thing that hit me was the smell of the air. When it's hot and you smell the air, it smells so bad. Like when I remember, if someone asked me what was the first experience when you entered Dubai, that is the first thing I normally talk about because it was smelling so bad. I don't know, some fishy smell. It was disgusting. So here in China, my first thing when I left the airport, the airport is all clean and the energy there is giving. Yeah. So when I left, and then the first thing I took taxi, I was just like, no, I can't. Cigarette is smelling. It's not like the taxi girl was smoking or anything, but it was just smoking. It was just smelling like smoke. The seats, the door, the inside the car, everything from the airport, not even into the taxi. The whole of China is smelling like smoke. It's smelling like cigarette. And then after two days, actually not even 2 days, after one day you get used to it. I think now I'm not smelling it, but it's still there. Like if someone comes in afresh, they're like, okay, I'm in China. Yeah, because I felt the same thing when I was in Kenya last year, and then I came back. Yeah, I was like, okay, back to China again. Yeah, so that's just another culture shock. Another thing, the locals in Kenya, everyone is working, right? In Dubai, you'd rarely see a local. That is one big culture shock. Okay, You'll never see a local working. You'll be waiting to see an Arab, UAE Arab, a real Emirati, working as a taxi driver, working as a cleaner, working. The only place you might ever see them really is at the airport, and they're working as the people of immigration, not the people that, not at the airlines, working at the airline, but clearing you off to enter the country. That is the only place you're gonna see a local, unless now you ever get to have a friend. But for you to have a friend, it's hard, unless you're working as a housekeeper. Yeah, unless you're working as a house help, and then now you have to live with them one on one. Because even if they go to, let's say, the mall, you know, Emirates Mall or Dubai Mall or any other big place, they have their own places. Please, if you're in Dubai and you're seeing this, please comment down. Just help me confirm this. Like, they have their own. You'll be seeing them with their white, you know, their white their Islamic attires, their abaya and all that. You'll just be seeing that white people, like, oh, those are the Emiratis. So the people working as bus drivers, cleaners, security, house helps are gonna be Pakistani people, Indians, Africans, and all that, but not the real Emirates. So again, I entered into China, the country, and then I want to take taxi to my school, my previous school then. And then the first thing I'm seeing is a lot of Chinese. I'm like, oh wow, why am I seeing a lot of Chinese? You know very well if you're in Dubai, you're never gonna see locals like that. Yeah, so I'm like, this is a lot of Chinese. The security is Chinese. Taxi driver helping me to carry my bags into the taxi is Chinese. Like, here, the way locals work shocks me. The local is gonna be the one owning the supermarket and being in the supermarket. The local is gonna be the security, is gonna be the taxi guy, is gonna be your friend, is gonna be at the club where you are, is gonna be at the church where you are. It's so amazing. Yeah, because I thought that it's the same whole dynamic of Dubai. You don't see the locals, and then here you see them everywhere. Like, you're not gonna be seeing foreigners the way you see them in Dubai, because in Dubai all you see is foreigners. Okay, another culture shock that I had is working culture. In Africa, hmm, the black tax is so high that it reaches an age where if a guy has reached 40 years or 50 years or 60 years, if they're not people in politics who will never leave their seats, okay, will never leave their seats. It's just gonna be, you know, they're there till death. They're not leaving, not retiring. Yeah, they will not leave that seat. But those who are not working in government places and everything, they're just gonna be waiting for money. You know, the children will send the money, the grandkids will send the money. In Dubai, it's very different. There's no black tax because, you know, it's a rich country and everything. Now in China, people are working. Like, the person that I'm talking about as a cleaner is 50 years old. The person that I'm talking about as a driver is 60 years old. The person who is security is 50 years old. People are working. You'll be passing somewhere and a very old grandma is wiping, you know, seats, and you just feel, you know, the African in me is just uncomfortable. Like, I wanna, you know, can I help? But yeah, like, people work here, they do work. People are working in this country, and it just shocked me because the African way of just sitting down, you're minding your business somewhere, let's say, mostly, especially in my school, you know, and then the people cleaning, like, let's say, the snow, or when it's autumn and stuff, fall, the leaves falling and everything is being picked by someone who's like 60 years. It's a whole, I don't know, it's a different mind. The thing I'm gonna talk about is the media. Before I talk about that, I have a video up about uh on my channel. I have a video about the applications to use in China. Like I said, I got here, the apps that I'm using are totally different from the ones I'm using in Kenya. Yeah, you're used to your WhatsApp, your Instagram, your TikTok. What else? Keep naming them. Uber, you know, Google Translator, Chrome, and everything. And then once you come here, in China, it's a whole different. You need to be downloading things. You're busy. First of all, you need VPN to access your country's applications, and now you need apps for this country too, because there's no Uber. Uber is not gonna work here. You're gonna need apps like Didi. I talked about that in my video. I did it last year. Please check it out. Okay, again, in terms of politics and sensitive topics, topics like race, government, or international relations should be approached carefully. Most people have misconceptions about the Africa and, you know, other parts of the world. because of how the West, by West I mean the US, is trying to just, portray other parts of the countries. So that's why China, most those people who read, even if they're supposed to go and read articles about Africa or part of the country that you're from, they have a lot of misconceptions because of kind of media that they receive from the West. Yeah. So, as much as you can say that people, the curious ones are getting misinformed, also those who have not tried to be curious or anything was so not informed are just gonna be shocked equally. Yeah. So don't worry, even if you're Muslim and everything, you're gonna find your halal food here and everything. If you're Christian, oh, I forgot to talk about religion. In terms of religion, China, they don't really make religion a big deal. They don't have actually any religious holidays. Yeah, so it's sad for Christians, Indians. I mean Hindu, Christian, Hindu, and Muslims, because I come from Kenya. In Kenya, we value so much. All the holidays are valued if you're Muslim and if you're Christian. So coming here, actually, I was in class. I was having exams on Christmas Day. Yeah, having exams on Christmas Day. That's diabolic. I never thought about that. Yeah, New Year is there and it's not as big as Chinese New Year. So all their holidays are just different from our kind of holidays. So it's kind of a whole kind of different thing to navigate. The time that you're gonna be having holidays for your country, that's why it's so hard to go home during your holidays. So many of my family members are like, "You should come home during Christmas, honey, during Christmas." And it's my first semester of the year. Yeah, because first semester for me starts in September and it ends in January. So by January, people have celebrated everything possible. In Kenya, that time they've celebrated Madaraka Day. Uh, is there that time they've celebrated all the holidays possible from I don't know, there's one on 10th of October, that's my birthday. And then there's Shuja Day, yeah. Then there's gonna be Christmas Day, there's gonna be Boxing Day, after that there's New Year. So you're just missing a lot of holidays with your family members. Because in China holidays are different. But either way, don't worry, you're gonna find communities, most especially in big cities. If you're in Shanghai, Beijing, Wuhan, Guangzhou, you're gonna find a lot of Africans there. Even if it's not people from your country, because I don't know, where are Kenyans? If you're watching this and you're Kenyan in China, where are you people? I'm tired of speaking in English and Chinese. Please avail yourself so I can speak some Swahili. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, so I came to Wuhan, I found two Kenyans, and they're busy and everything, but it's not many. In my city, I'm actually the only Kenyan person, the only Swahili speaking person there, so you can imagine. Yeah, it's too much English for me. Anyway, if you are Kenyan, African, anything, building community, reach me out at my social media platform, most especially WeChat. In China is Vivian Nyamwanda. Reach me. Yeah, you can find the community. Don't worry, and you'll build yourself up. You can find church, you can find gym, you can find so many foreigners. You can build friends. Even with the locals, they are very friendly, super friendly. Yeah, guys, hit me up on my social media platform anywhere at Vivian Nyamwanda, Snapchat, Instagram, or WeChat. Everywhere I'm at Vivian Nyamwanda. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any question that you feel like you need to ask, please ask down in the comment section. If you're in China, if you're in Dubai or any other place and you have any cultural shocks, share with us in the comment section. Thank you guys so much. If anything has shocked you, let me know also in the comment section. Subscribe and turn on your post notification bell. I upload every week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.